All right, you guys, let's get after it. 3 days in a row that we're here. You guys should be blessed. You should be honored, actually. You guys should be very grateful. Obviously, it's because of scheduling things. I gotta get ready for a trip this weekend. Granted, it's like an overnight thing, but I gotta get ready. Do all that tomorrow. So we're here today. And it's okay because obviously we've had some things going on that wouldn't be that relevant anymore if we talked about them tomorrow. You know, today's, I feel like, the end of the relevancy since we're 2 days removed from the Ketel Marte situation. And honestly, we could just start on that. So that fan got banned from all MLB parks.
Yeah.
I don't hate that move. I don't know how you feel. Dude, I mean, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of like, I understand heckling. 100%. 110%. Understand it. Like, it happens. It's part of, like, the thing. But, like, it was, did you see what he said?
Nobody has.
No, he talked about his mother, who is deceased.
Yeah, who the fuck knew that? Do you know Ketel Marte's mom was dead?
I don't know much about any MLB player's personal life.
Nobody does. I will die on this fucking hill, but I think it is absolutely outrageous that everybody is so... This whole idea, because everyone is reading the fucking headlines that are perfectly framed, every one of them. Ketel Marte, kid makes comment about deceased mother. It's like, bro, the fucking kid didn't come. It makes it reads as if this kid was like, hey, fuck your mom, good thing she's dead. Like, it's nothing like that. I have looked at this. It is not done yet. People are still fucking going apeshit. People want this kid doxxed. They're talking like they're happy he's losing. They're saying like, I hope he loses his job. He's going to lose his friends. Fuck his scholarships. Fuck this piece of shit. I'm not kidding. I've read hundreds of tweets because I've been obsessed with this for 2 fucking straight days. It's ridiculous. It's truly disgusting the way these people are acting over it. It's insane.
I mean, I guess you could say the other way around too. Like, what if you were in that? I mean, okay, if you're in that situation, you'd be like, yeah, it's fine. It's all good. I understand.
If I was him?
Yeah.
If I was Ketel Marte.
If you're Ketel Marte. I mean, it's different in his eyes because obviously it's like a very touchy subject to him.
I guess it depends on what was said. It really all depends on what was said, and fucking nobody knows what he said, and that's why it's like, how I saw
today that apparently he said, your mom is a bop.
Allegedly, that's what was said.
Allegedly, and then the whole article was like, you know, it could. He's like, I've been like thinking about this, like, you know, about what. Obviously, you're not. It's hard to hear. We'll say basically what this guy was saying. He's like, maybe potentially what he had heard was, your mom
deserved what she got.
Yeah, deserved what she got. And it's like, okay, well, I understand that. And
which, exactly. But that's a fucking misunderstanding. It's like...
But again, I mean, it's obviously, it's like very...
But the kid doesn't know. Like, no one knows that. It's like so crazy.
Actions have consequences. I mean, it's like, dude,
but this is a ridiculous consequence.
I didn't know. It's like...
It's a ridiculous consequence. Like, okay, so you're going to ban me for something I didn't say? Because I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you're banned from every stadium now. Like that, it's truly outrageous. Also, too, it's like, I knew right away. Like, this is all I've been thinking about. Is like, first off, he's a 22-year-old kid. He's 22 years old. He's just starting to drink.
Yeah.
All of us have said ridiculously dumb shit at 22 years old. After especially having multiple drinks in you, it's gonna happen. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't know. I don't think fucking anybody knew that Ketel Marte's mom was dead. I don't. No, like, that's not something that's not something someone's going to know. And also, too, there is a crowd around him. So it's like, if he was to have the balls to say something so egregiously bad about a player's mother that's dead, knowingly, that made the guy cry, no one else around him was like, yo, you fucking douchebag, like, too far. You think everyone, like, because in the videos of them, like, showing the kid, everyone's just sitting there, like, chilling.
That's not what I saw. They were not chilling. You could tell, like, the awkward, like, the chick in front of him was like, oh my God.
It's awkward because they're clearly kicking this kid out, and it's like an argument is going to go on between that, and because Torey Lovello, did you see that video of him yelling at the kid?
No.
Someone else was sitting, like, right next to the Jesus Christ, Diamondbacks dugout, and Torey Lovello literally is like turning around yelling at the kid, and he was like, his mom's dead, you fucking dumbass. Like, So all the people, sure, felt awkward around him, but like all I'm saying is if everybody knew someone's mom was dead, someone would have been like, whoa, what the fuck, too far, man. No one does anything.
Yeah.
The kid's 22 years old. Also, it happened in 2017. It's not like his mom just died. Not that changes anything
I don't think that changes a single thing.
It doesn't, because like the relevancy of like, it's not like it's something that just came up in the news where like this guy's been trying to like keep playing, like Freddie Freeman, was it 2-3 years ago when he left the Braves and he went to the Dodgers and he had to miss games because his kid got sick and was going through a bunch of shit and was like about to die. If someone at one of those games during that time would have been like, hey, I hope your kid fucking dies, Freddie, it'd be a totally different story.
That would be insane.
It would be way more heated than like, say, 10 years from now someone says something like, remember when your kid almost died? He'd be like, man, fuck that guy.
I think it's all, I think another reason why it got like, it's a bigger deal is just because of Ketel Marte's reaction, like
100%.
Which is like, yeah,
100%. Which is understandable. Again, if the guy, I'm not debating if he's close with his mom or was like close with his mom or like how gruesome whatever happened. Yeah, not anymore.
It was a car accident.
Yeah. In the Dominican Republic too. Who knows how close together they were? That's fine. He could be upset by it if he thought he heard something. But again, until someone fucking proves what this kid said, to be like, you're banned from every stadium indefinitely. It's like, settle the fuck down. When did you think that anybody hasn't said worse shit at a football or baseball game?
They're literally banning people for like a lot of things.
I wonder if that chick that hid the gun under her fat roll at the Sox game a few years ago and popped off some shots in the fucking but it happened.
Okay,
and popped off shots in left field. Is she banned from every stadium? Because I think shooting a gun inside of a stadium should get you banned from every stadium. If she's not, it's a fucking this kid should file a lawsuit.
I think the employees as well who somehow that slipped through like.
A metal detector?
The metal detectors, yeah.
What is it? Ma'am, your thing is still going off. It's like, I don't know what to tell you.
I have piercings.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, I don't know. what, but, like, it's just, this has gotten me so fucking fired up just because of how, like, detached from fucking reality people are about every situation. They just immediately, like, again, if you read every headline about it, every single news article, man suspended from every MLB stadium because he made comments about Ketel Marte's dead mother. And it's like, he didn't fucking say anything like that. You don't know what he said. Stop wording it like this for clicks. Yeah. And then that's all people do, and they read it, and they're shitting on a kid that is 20. They're praying that a kid's life ends at 22 years old. It's like, do you realize how sick you are? Even if he did say something like that, it's like, okay, he's 22. He's dumb as shit. He's a kid. People make mistakes. Fucking 10 years from now, no one's going to remember it. So much horrible shit gets said at games to players all the time.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know. It's just driving me nuts the way people are absolutely like trying to terrorize this kid and ruin his life. It's like, man, no one even knows what he said. No one even knows what he said. God damn. I've been seriously cooking on this for 2 straight days. It has done nothing but piss me off. And I'm also shocked too that nobody that was sitting around him now that it's been 2 days, that no one that was sitting in that area has come out on social media and been like, I was there at the game next to him. This is what was said.
Yeah, no, that is actually a fact. You figured someone by now would have like definitely jumped out.
But you know what? You know why they won't? You know why they won't? Because of the way fucking people are acting over this kid. Because I did see people commenting on like the video showing the security guard and the kid talking, and some chick right there was like, it's okay. Like, some guy and 50 other people under him are like, someone needs to fucking find out her name too. The one who said, it's okay. It's not okay. What a worthless piece of shit she is. I'm not exaggerating. Like, you could fucking read hundreds of these tweets they're calling them pieces of shit, human beings. They're garbage, all this shit. So I would imagine if I was somebody that was sitting there that heard that, if whatever they think was said, I wouldn't come out on social media and be like, I was there, he did say this, or this is what he said, because then people are just going to be like, well, what the fuck, why didn't you do something about it? And like, they'll just come after you. So it's like, fuck it, I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah.
Because people are lunatics.
I think it's pretty fun. I mean, I personally think it's also kind of funny that, again, I do understand the point of like, he didn't know and all that stuff. But I think it honestly is kind of funny because the MLB is just like, yeah, you know what? You're never coming to a game ever again. I think that part's kind of funny too.
I could not believe that.
I think it's kind of funny.
I mean, it's funny. I guess in a sense, it's funny that like they reacted like that, but it's crazy that they reacted that fast like
just
that.
like threw the book at them. They're just like, yeah, you know what, dude?
Fuck them.
Screw you.
Indefinitely.
Yeah.
Indefinitely. It's like, what? No one even knows what he said.
Yeah.
They're like, nah, you're banned for life pretty much, like until we maybe decide later on that you're not. And it's like, dude, there has been so much like crazier stuff that's happened.
Someone said if Rob Manfred were serious about spicing up the All-Star game, he'd let Ketel Marte beat the shit out of this guy before the home run derby.
Yeah. I mean, it's, yeah, you can keep reading them. They're fucking people want the kid dead, basically.
That's pretty funny.
It's
I mean, I don't care about this kid.
Obviously, I don't care about him either,
because,
but I just hate the way everybody is at. Like,
yeah, I mean,
people are taking such a hard stance on this. It's like just one of those things where it's like a virtue thing. Everyone wants to sound like the virtuous one for being like, you can't make comments about someone's dead mother. And it's like, well, you don't know if he made a comment about his dead mother, so back off before you start wishing the kid to die.
Yeah, whatever.
Or like, it's insane, man. It's just fascinating how dumb people are.
Don't tell me the heckler was wearing a Caleb Williams jersey.
Yeah, that too. People were upset. Some guy did. I did read one. It was pretty funny that someone in the middle of all these hate comments, there was one guy that was like, not to like get off subject. He goes, but does it piss anyone else off as much as it does me when someone wears a different sporting event, like a different jersey for like a different sporting event than the one they're at? And I'm like, okay.
Okay, so here's another thing. Wander Franco is on trial right now. His trial has started.
Finally?
Yeah.
Jesus. I hope he's found. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter at this point. That fucking card ain't going nowhere.
So, 5 years is what it's looking like, is what he's getting. 5 years in prison in the Dominican.
How's he... Well, if his trial's just starting now, how's he getting 5 years in prison?
I don't know. So, apparently that's what I'm reading right now, though, is like he's already been found guilty.
I mean,
actually, sorry. It's not starting now. It's nearing the verdict. Sorry, guys. I don't know how to read.
Okay, that's what I was about to say. I'm like, I don't know how that's just going on.
Yeah. Prosecutors have requested a 5-year prison sentence. Yeah, honestly, talk about a fumble. No, that's honestly that's the big fumble. That is bad. Wander Franco was one of the best shortstops in the league at the age of 21, going crazy. About to get a bag and a half, and then they're just like, "Oh God, this guy is Diddy 2.0."
I don't know if it was quite. I don't know if it was
before
quite
the whole
that
Diddy
bad.
situation. I mean, it's just gross. The guy was just obviously he was 21 and she was 14.
Yeah, I mean it's like that's another one of those things where you're fucking in America that's gross. In other countries they don't give a shit about it.
Apparently, in the Dominican they do too because they're giving him a 5-year prison sentence. So. And that's what
I don't know what the fucking I don't know the ages and shit down there, but I'm not saying in the Dominican, but I'm just saying like in other countries there's some countries that don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Apparently the Dominican though wasn't one.
Yeah, and all of a sudden people care, but no one gave a shit when Elvis married a fucking 15-year-old.
Yeah, I don't know if that's necessarily that relevant right now considering he's also dead and that was
Well, yeah, but I know it was a long time ago, but I'm just saying it's funny how
it sounds like to me you're justifying pedophilia, and
I mean I could see how you would think that. I could see how you would think that. No, that's how I felt like from the get-go when this like came out about him. I was like, well, I mean, people got to look up the fucking age of consent and everything down there because if you're from a country where it's like not like
yeah, I guess
out of the norm to be 20 and like talking to a 14 or 15-year-old, like that's just how they roll down there because they don't.
Yeah.
Like then, if he came here, I could see why it's like. Well, what did I do wrong? Like, well, this is our laws. It's like, well, yeah, but my entire life has been this way, and all the people I grew up around were talking to younger girls and this and that. Like, but yeah, he fucked up for sure. He definitely, and the evidence was pretty damning. I mean, it was pretty obvious that like there was really no lying his way out of it.
Yeah,
it was very out in the open,
very cooked. I mean, there was like messages and everything.
Yeah, it was bad.
Did you see like the post of getting off the baseball real quick, but the post of like bunch by Legion Hoops. It says Adam Silver says they're using AI to look into why Achilles tears increased this season per ESPN.
And is Allen Iverson looking at that? Dude, I think of that every single time someone talks about AI anything.
Okay.
I always want to make the joke.
So,
we're talking about Allen Iverson.
I saw that and I started dying because honestly, at first I was like, it didn't hit me at first. I was like, I'm like, what? I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, okay. Well, I'm pretty stupid for how long that took me to realize. But that is awesome. It was great. I loved that. There was also guys, we also didn't touch on this in the last episode. This is potentially Aaron Rodgers' last year.
I believe him.
Yeah, per the Pat McAfee show. He had said that's why he signed a 1-year deal, because this is more than likely his last ride. Hopefully it goes at least a playoff run. At least, obviously, you don't want to see him go out and
tears Achilles 4 snaps into the end of the season.
Yeah. Or just like hand Mike Tomlin his first losing season. I'm not saying he would be the only reason why, but
he would be. He absolutely would be the only reason why forever from everybody's point of view.
Even if he wasn't, he would be.
Can you imagine? I mean, it would never stop. I mean, I'd be completely fucked. You could never talk about Aaron Rodgers again.
It's like the Brett Favre scenario. I mean, it's like he has that big blemish of his last 2 years in the league. It sucks because he wasn't good. It sucks.
His last 2 years in the league? You talking about the Vikings? He had the best year of his career with the Vikings.
Or Brett Favre, I don't know.
I think his last year of his career ended in a game that was going to send him to the playoffs when he threw a horrendous interception, but he was playing really good that year.
Yeah. I mean, either way, Brett Favre, a lot of people, he just has a blemish. It was his Jet years. His Jet years weren't great, were they?
The Jet year was a thing, but I think it's a lot like the Aaron Rodgers, where if he comes out and plays good this year with the Steelers, no one's going to give a shit or even remember that he was on the Jets.
They probably will. The internet doesn't seem to forget too often at all.
Well, people who really care about sports will actually be like, yeah, it doesn't really count. That fucking organization's a joke. Always has been.
They always will be. I feel like that organization might just be cooked.
Right? Like, put it this way. Baker Mayfield plays for Tampa another 5 more years and keeps having success and making the playoffs, and I won't even say as far as wins the Super Bowl, but if they keep having success and he plays great, is anybody really going to give a shit that he was at Cleveland, or is everyone going to be like, yeah, well, he got drafted by the worst organization in football and they fucked him over?
He actually did well. It was really when he went to the Panthers that I was like, ugh.
He had a bad year with Cleveland when he was playing with a destroyed shoulder, and they're like, just stay out there.
Yeah.
Just forced him to fucking look like ass, but...
And also in baseball news, going back to that, Ronald Acuna announced that he is...
retiring.
Yeah, right? Actually, we already talked about this. He's going to be in the Home Run Derby.
We didn't talk about that.
We didn't? I talked to it with someone. I have already had this conversation. And then also Bobby Witt announces he's playing for Team USA in the World Baseball Classic. That's going to be pretty cool. I'm actually really excited for that. I actually did watch that last time.
Yeah, it was pretty hype.
It was kind of just like the Four Nations thing, though, for me, where I didn't know that it was a thing until like that year, because it just like blew up and gained a shit ton of traction.
Yeah.
Like Four Nations, people were like, dude, it's the Four Nations. What are you talking about? I'm like, I've never even fucking heard of this. What are we talking about? I've never heard of this.
Yeah.
I've never seen anyone ever make a big deal about this.
Nope. Yeah, it's literally the exact same thing.
World Baseball Classic this last time around. It's like, dude, you're not watching it? I'm like, what the fuck is that? This is a thing? I've never heard of this.
I think if I had to guess, I would say it's because the level of play right now from especially star players is so high in both leagues. Like when you look at like the Matthew Tkachuk's and the Connor McDavid's, like that. Yeah, that alone gets teams fucking fired up. Like, it gets people fired up to watch. And then, like, last year, obviously having Shohei Ohtani pitch against Mike Trout, it's like, holy shit, dude. It's pretty awesome to watch, like, the best of the best from.
Also, we need to talk about is that Paul Skeens is a thing of the past.
Yeah, he's definitely not. I love how everybody is just blowing Jacob Mizorowski, and he is obviously it's insane what he's doing.
I'm gonna say this: I love how easily you get triggered.
I'm not triggered. It's just funny to me. Like, I just find it interesting.
People aren't being serious when they actually say Paul Skeens is a thing of the past. It's not a serious take.
I know you're not saying that seriously, and I know people. No, I haven't seen anybody say that, but it's funny how people are like already They're like already comparing a guy who's played 3 games.
Yeah.
It's like, please, people.
He's doing pretty good though. He's actually doing.
He's doing ridiculous.
Yeah,
it's nuts.
Actually but it's just a bad look because Paul Skeens obviously didn't look his best.
Yeah, he finally had a bad game, and it was in that game. And yeah.
But it was awesome. Did you see the crowd?
Yeah, sold out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
They're about the only people that got to watch it because, once again, MLB in their stupid fucking ways, you have a marquee matchup between Paul Skeens, young talent, who's literally one of the most dominant pitchers in the league.
Yeah.
And you have Jacob Mizrowski, just gets called up, making his 3rd start, who's looking absolutely lights out, unhittable, throwing 100+ miles an hour, 20 pitches at least a game.
It's insane.
And you put it on at 1 o'clock in the afternoon on a Wednesday when no one can watch it.
God. Again, I'm going to say this for the last time. I'm never going to say it again because I say it all the time. The MLB is killing. Oh, it's unaliving itself.
Whoa, dude!
I know, dude. You gotta be careful.
Nice catch. I almost said my favorite word like 10 minutes ago.
Oh yeah.
I caught myself on that too. We're doing a good job.
We are. We're learning how to do this.
We cleaned up our accents last episode 2 days ago. We've really been working hard on it.
Oh man, yeah, good stuff.
But yeah, they're terrible at it.
No, it's
a terrible thing. They should that should be like NFL stuff.
How hard is it to just flex to move that? How hard is it?
I agree.
I'm sorry if you have to lay an. You know what? We're actually gonna switch it up. We're gonna lay an egg and just throw our fifth starter out there.
I guess it's tough. Yeah, I guess it's tougher for baseball because you don't know, like, preseason wise, you don't know when a guy is gonna be pitching. You can't time it out. Like Lamar Jackson is starting every week.
Be like, you know what? This is going to be a bullpen game.
Yeah, make tomorrow's game.
Yeah, if
later.
It works out in the series. Where it's just like, we have tomorrow where we could have this matchup. So this game's actually going to get changed. It's going to be a bullpen game.
Yeah, something. I mean, it's just, it is mind-blowing that something like that just is on a Wednesday at 1 o'clock. Like, cool, no one got to see it, and it's the first time Brewers have sold out their stadium all year. Yeah. The only time other than when Cubs fans go there.
I actually just saw a comment where it's like, I thought the
only time they could sell out was when the Cubs come to town. It's like, that's exactly true. That's 100% true.
I heard that stadium's pretty sweet, though. I don't know. I've never been.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's badass.
Yeah, it is
awesome.
I heard it's sweet.
It is awesome. The cheap beers and food, too.
I won't be far from there this weekend.
Go catch a game.
Maybe, probably not.
We should definitely go up there sometime. It's really fun. It's a really fun place.
Dude. It's like fucking two
and a half hours. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like super nice. It's like a super nice, easy drive. But yeah, that's obviously my fault though because I booked the hotel 2 nights ago. Because I'm like, dude, I can get a hotel whenever. I can't. Apparently, the cheapest hotel in Madison was $600 a night. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So
what is going on in Madison, Wisconsin this weekend? That
apparently, Morgan Wallen, and then I guess
Oh wait, that's what you're going up there for, right?
Yeah, the Morgan Wallen concert.
Okay, so yeah, that's what it's. Oh well, then you're just a fool. I don't know how would you wait that long to book that for that.
I don't know, dude. I'm like, it can't be that big of a deal. I'm like, if not, I'll get something in the surrounding areas. Well, no, because that's all sold out too.
Yeah, unless you want to go like 35 miles away and make like a 45-minute drive, probably for like $250 a night.
That's exactly what I'm doing. I have a 50-minute drive. Yeah, that's actually exactly what I'm doing.
Wow.
I'm like, oops.
You fumbled the bag on that one.
Yeah, I definitely dropped the ball on that one.
You MLB'd yourself there.
So I'm like, this really sucks because now I'm going to have to pack a cooler for the drive there and back to the hotel. Yeah. And, it probably would have been cool to go to Madison and actually eat, check out some food there. But
yeah, hang out a bit.
Yeah, well, it's okay. Maybe I'll just hang out in Milwaukee because I'm like a half hour from Milwaukee.
Milwaukee's not terrible. I haven't really walked around the city too much. They got some good breweries up there.
Yeah, I'm just trying to, grab a good bite. And
Lakefront Brewing's pretty good.
Yeah, maybe on the way home, but maybe not though because we have a birthday Sunday. It's Violet's birthday.
The concert's Saturday?
The concert is Saturday. Actually, maybe I'll get up there early. I'm gonna say I could just leave there a little earlier.
Oh, yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, you could probably check in at like 3 o'clock or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, go up there, get something to eat, and then check in, and then go hang out.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I just, I've been getting asked for like the last 3 weeks, hey, did you book the hotel? I'm like, I'll do it, dude. It's not that big of a deal. I'll do it. Well, it is actually that big of a deal. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, There was actually one. As soon as I like seen it, I'm like, dude, $179 in Madison. I'm like, book. And it's like, the room you are trying to book is no longer available. Like,
Damn.
I actually meant to check that to see if anyone canceled. I've been like checking every night to see if someone canceled. And like maybe I'll get lucky. Hotels near.
Yeah, you would need some really good luck for that.
I know. But maybe I will get lucky. Let's see. Let's check for this weekend. Let's just see, guys. You guys are going to find out with me. Yeah, no. This is a actually, there is one more. $566 a night.
Oh, that's nothing.
$453. God.
Man, I wonder like what.
Yeah, this is crazy.
I wonder if you wait like even longer. Like check it.
On the way up there?
Check it when you're at the concert.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, because like I'm thinking about it now.
If someone was just like, you know what, let's just head home tonight.
Well, because by then for sure, like right now, there's probably 1,000 people right now that haven't canceled because something hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
But something from now until then, because I'm thinking about like when we went to the finals game 3, it was the third quarter of the game, and I'm like, let's just get a hotel, and I booked a hotel like that, like
great point,
like in Carmel too, which is
I won't be able to cancel it though because I have to pay. I won't be able to cancel my hotel.
Oh yeah, that sucks. You already damn.
It would have to be honestly tomorrow is what I'm banking on, but actually there's a cancellation fee if I cancel tomorrow.
Oof. Yeah, you kind of screwed yourself.
It's like a $50 cancellation fee. Honestly, I'll eat that cancellation fee if I can get like a $170 room. Then I'll eat that because it's like the same price.
Well, how much are you into for the one you already have?
$220.
So you've been into it for $270. No, never mind, because you wouldn't have to pay the $220, obviously. Yeah, duh.
Yeah.
So 50 if it's 170. Yeah, okay.
I'll be like, you know what? I'll do it. It's fine. I'll eat that cancellation fee.
Yeah, it might be worth it.
Yeah.
Depending if something pops. Like, good luck. That's all I can say. Godspeed.
Honestly, it's whatever though. It's like if I have to, it's whatever. It's no big deal.
Yeah. Well, at least you got a hotel. I mean.
Yeah,
I'm
thinking like I was like actually panicking. I was like, oh my god, I am not driving home after this. It's 3 hours. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm like, that would be awful. I'm not doing that.
I've done that before. It does suck.
Dude, I was going to do that last year on the way home from IU. I went to IU game, and I'm like, dude, well, I'll just drive home after the game. He's like, I don't know if that's a good idea.
I guess it's different now that you're like that we're older and you would drink at events.
Yeah.
Because I did it when I was like 19. Yeah. It was my first Dead and Company show me and AJ went to. We went to Alpine Valley, which is like a 3.5 hour drive. Like 3 hour drive. And we seen them. We went Saturday night and Sunday night, and I drove home Sunday night and went to work the next day.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But we weren't drinking, so.
Yeah, I mean, that's different. That makes it a lot easier. Because obviously when you're drinking, you feel like a bag of garbage. And
that was the same night AJ drank some of my dip spit.
Oh,
it's so funny, dude.
That's disgusting.
Hey, it's on him. I took it and put it behind the seat. Like, it was in my short cab truck. It was like literally, I bought that truck 1 week before I took it up to Wisconsin.
Nice.
So I put it behind the seat, and he, of course, passed out because he falls asleep 5 minutes into every single drive everywhere. And, he woke up like an hour into the drive, and he just, like, turned around and just started reaching behind the seat. And I'm driving. I'm like, what the fuck's he doing? And he just grabbed the water bottle, and he just knocked it back. Oh. And he's like, what the fuck? I'm like, I put it back there. Why would you reach back there when you have your waters in your cup holder? He's like, I don't know. What the fuck? I'm like, dude, I can't feel bad.
That's disgusting.
It was very funny.
If anyone wants some new Glarus, though, let me know, and I'll stop and get it.
Oh, Spotted Cow.
I mean, that's not even their best beer.
I've never really had anything else from. Oh, I think I've had one other beer from them, maybe, but I don't think Spotted Cow's that good.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I think it's definitely overrated. I don't think it's bad. But yeah, that's not even their best beer.
No, it's not. But it's funny how like that is a reason people legitimately go like you gotta go to Milwaukee. If you like that is like the thing in Milwaukee is like you gotta get Spotted Cow.
Yeah,
you gotta have Spotted Cow. It's like well, settle down.
I wonder actually how close. I'm gonna look this up. Milwaukee.
But I guess that's what you get when you have a lame city.
Yeah, right.
You know, you come to people go to Chicago. It's like you got to get deep dish pizza. If you've never been there, you got to have deep dish. It's
all
right, yeah,
okay,
deep dish is super fire.
It's actually a drive from Oh, man, if only I was staying in Madison. New Glarus is pretty close to Madison. That's unfortunate. It's 45 minutes away from Madison. It sucks. It's okay. It's fine. It's going to be Sunday anyways. They're probably closed on Sundays. Damn, there's something else I was going to say, and I completely forgot. It slipped my mind. Damn. Oh, it's actually kind of on the topic of breweries. So I went to Off Square 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually kind of funny. So me and my buddy had a plan. We were going to go to Tavern on Main, all right? We're going to go to Tavern on Main, and I'm like, we get there. And it was actually like the night of like they're having a concert. So the square was pretty packed. I'm like, I didn't even remember that they were having a concert.
We did a podcast that night.
Yeah.
Me and Stephanie went to the square that same night. We were walking around the square. I'm like, oh, your brother, well, it was late, but I'm like, maybe your brother's still at Tavern.
Yeah, so I was supposed to go there, and he's like, oh, my wife is at Culinary Misfits. And I'm like, okay. He's like, well, I just like want to run into her. I'm like, we're not going to run into her, dude. He's like, what's this? She's like walking out right now. And like,
whoa.
I'm like, dude, who cares? I'm like, come on. And I'm like, he's like, I just want to run into her, dude. He's like, I just don't feel like it. I'm like, okay. What he said is because like she was house sitting for her parents, and he was gonna go surprise her, after we were done hanging out. So he didn't want her to know that he was in the area. So I'm like, okay, whatever, dude. I'm like, where are we going? He's like, well, let's go to BJ's Brew House. I'm like, okay. I'm like, if you want to. I'm like, that's fine if you want to. I'm like, and their happy hour still going on, so it'd be cool. I don't mind that place. A lot of people I feel like it gets unwarranted hate.
I don't hate it. I just don't think it's that good. And
no, like the food is like okay. Their beers, I have one that I really like, but I'm also like, dude, like once happy hour ends, it's gonna be like pricey. It's like $7 a beer. And I'm like, we're driving, and we went to your favorite spot, Three Monkeys Pub. I'm like, dude, like you got to try this barbecue chicken pizza. I'm like, it's good. He's like, okay. So we went there, but like we were undecided still. So we're driving down 109th, and I'm like, dude, let's go to Three Monkeys. Like we're about to get on 65. He's like, okay. So then we turn and we actually pass Off Square. He's like, dude, Off Square, I haven't been there in a long time. I'm like, well, let's go. And he's like, I'm like, it's really up to you. He's like, well, let's go to Three Monkeys. I've never been there. He ended up liking it, whatever. He's like, well, let's go to Off Square for a beer. I'm like, okay. I'm sitting there. I'm like, had like 3 beers at Off Square. Mind you, after 2 meals at Three Monkeys, I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, dude. And I got 3 long day IPAs. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, I'm starting to kind of buzz, and I have to work in the morning. And he's like, dude. I'm like, I kind of want to go to BJ's. I'm like, what? I'm like, dude, come on. I'm like, no, dude. I'm like, no. He's like, I'll buy. I'm like, okay, fine. So it was kind of brutal, getting up for work the next day. And, yeah, we were at BJ's probably for like 2 hours.
Holy shit.
Yeah. I didn't get home until like 11 o'clock.
Oh, wow. I think that's like when me and her were walking around the square.
At 11 o'clock?
Mm-hmm.
What the hell? What were you guys doing?
No, it couldn't have been that late because the concert was still going on. I think we went to Lucretia that night to eat.
Nice, dude. I actually haven't been there in a long time.
That place is fire.
Yeah, I know.
I was scared to go there for the longest time because 2 different people I know, well, actually 4 people that I know had been there. One person said they had gotten diarrhea from it. The second different person that I had heard from said they had gotten diarrhea from it. My mom went there and she hated it. And my cousin Jill got sick from there. And I'm like, dude. So I've just never gone until me and her went like valid. 2 months ago for the first time ever.
Dude, it could be.
It was all completely fire.
I know.
It was so fire. I'm like, dude, I am craving that place all the time except for the beer is, they charge $8.
What the
They
hell?
have no draft beer. So all they have is cans. And I think I got like, something from Off Square maybe. And, it was $8 for a fucking tall boy can of beer. I'm like, that is outrageous. Who do you guys think you are? And then last time we went, we were sitting at the bar.
I think they are charging that much for beer. I'm just gonna say that right now.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, craft beer was $6. That was pretty much standard everywhere you went, and it's like, all right, it's fair. It's good beer. It's good quality. I understand that. But now getting up to $7-8, it's like, all right, it's getting a little much. But
no,
yeah, the last time we went for the game. I think it was game 4. Game 4 or Game 5 of the finals, and we were sitting at the bar watching it, and I was just drinking Miller Lights because I'm like, I'm not spending $8 a beer. So I have like 5 Miller Lights, and they're fucking $5 a piece for a bottle of Miller. I'm like, dude, I could have bought a case for the amount I just spent on 5 single beers.
I would have called the police and told them I just got robbed.
That's like the one thing that truly will keep me from going there, because that's just, it's ridiculous.
No, that's honestly criminal. That is insane.
I mean, I guess I know people might just say like, well, don't drink you don't have to drink when
you
go out.
It is a very easy solution to your problem.
Yeah, you know what? Easy for who? All right. It's been 100 fucking degrees every day this week.
Dude,
you can count your sweet ass that I am going out tomorrow at some point, and probably Saturday and Sunday, and every time I fucking eat, I'm going to enjoy a couple beers. At least a couple.
Well, that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of free will and living in a free country.
Yeah. Living in America.
Yeah, there's actually beers in that fridge calling me like the Green Goblin mask right now.
I was thinking that too.
Dude,
but
help yourself.
Well, I was thinking about it, but going to the shooting range probably.
Nah, I can't. So we're going to New Orleans.
I would, yeah. I think that would be much better.
Speaking of good beer and good sauce
and good food,
mm-hmm.
Their fucking price. Speaking of high prices too, my God, their prices are ridiculous.
Are they?
They did bring back the Crunchwrap Von Supreme though, which sucks because the last time I had it was when I was having tummy issues of my own.
Dang.
And yeah, I was fucking, dude, I ate that thing. I got like 3 bites into it. I told Stephanie, we were going to we were going to a concert for Second Place. Shout out. That's the band that is our intro and outro song.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to them. Check them out on Spotify. They're fucking awesome. Seriously, I love their music. Like I can guarantee you I will be in the top fucking 1% of their listeners at the end of the year.
Check it out, guys. Hell yeah.
But we were going to their show, and it was in like 40 minutes, and we were sitting there eating at Oberfalls, and I'm like, we're going home because I have to piss out my ass. I'm like, I'm not using this bathroom here and doing it. I'm like, I have to go home. And I fucking sped the whole way home to get home so I wouldn't shit my pants. It was a bummer. So
that is unfortunate.
I kind of would enjoy some New Oberfalls. I'm also very hungry. Working in this heat, man, you got to work up a goddamn appetite.
Yeah. All I had today was a yogurt, a banana, a sourdough sandwich, and some popcorn.
I had some leftover. I can never remember the name of it. Some kind of pasta. This thing that I found on YouTube a while ago that I started making. Now my mom's like obsessed with making it. It's you just cook. You dice up garlic, and you put olive oil in a pan, and you heat it up with red pepper flakes in there, and then chopped up garlic. And then, like, right when the garlic starts to brown, you throw some pasta noodles in there. Obviously, cooked pasta noodles. Pasta noodles in there. And then, like, a spoonful of pasta water. And you mix it up and wait till it emulsifies. And then you throw some chopped parsley in it. It is so unbelievably fire.
Sounds pretty good, actually.
It's ridiculously fire. And then she made breaded chicken with it, too. So I had, like, a big ass thing of pasta and a huge piece of breaded chicken for lunch. And I, like, almost feel like I didn't even eat today. Just nonstop sweating.
No, it's honestly brutal. I'm like, yeah. I was like, dang, sorry guys. I know. I was at work. I'm like, dude, I'm not even peeing. Like all the water I drink, I just sweat out.
Yes, that's how it was at the Cubs game for me. Like last on Sunday, it's like I had fucking like 10 beers and 6 waters, and I think I pissed like 3 times only. I'm like, man, this is kind of nuts.
Yeah, it's honestly insane. It's kind of a cheat code because it's like, dude, just drink more. You just.
Yeah, yeah. That's how it, dude. I miss those. You
gotta balance it out though with water because obviously beer dehydrates you and it can get really bad really fast. But
for sure. But if you are like, man, that is one thing I do love about this type of heat is like when it's a weekend and there is something going on. When it's like a party at a house, you give me this weather in a fucking button-down shirt and some shorts. I'm drinking 25 beers while playing bags for 12 straight hours. I will not. I will just
pure
never.
Vibes. Pure vibes.
Yeah, just straight. Yes. No. I don't need a swimming pool. I don't need fucking.
Pools are honestly kind of overrated, if you ask me.
They are. You
overrated.
keep the burgers and dogs flowing all night. I'll be fucking eating. I'll be eating cold hot dogs at 11:30, 1 in the morning. Cold, moist bun from sitting outside in the humidity. Don't give a fuck. They're gonna
like a freight train.
Yes, absolutely. They slap and you wash that shit down with your 25th, 26th beer.
Dude, it's like you have like a.
And you get in your car and you drive home.
But obviously, after you've sobered up.
Yeah, you wait until the next morning. I mean, I just left out that part.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wait until the next morning and then you get in your car and you drive home.
Yes, of course. We dude, that actually, this was 2 years ago now, I think. I think so, yeah, 2 years ago. That actually had like a night like that. We're sitting in my friend's garage and there's like leftover hot dogs. I'm like, dude, these are going to be so good. So I put mustard on one. I'm like, dude, that was really good. And then the next one, I'm like, no mustard, just raw
straight
dog. So I just like eat it, like drink a beer, and I'm like, oh god. My friend's like, dude, you're kind of like turning green. I'm like, yeah, I know.
Oh,
I can feel it. I like walk to the side of his house, and like another buddy of mine and his girlfriend are leaving. She's like, are you about to throw up? I'm like, yeah, watch this. I'm like, ugh, I just threw up. It was bad. It was really bad. I'm like, have a good night, guys. I'll see you later. I'm like, okay. That last dog maybe pushed it a little too far.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Watch this.
Yeah, it was really gross. And he's like, yeah, dude, I didn't even know you puked. The next morning I went to go take my dog out, and there's just like a pile of throw up and flies all around it.
That happened one night. Me and Justin, I don't remember where we came home from, but we were trashed, and he went to the side of my house and he puked so much, and I don't remember what the hell we ate or like if it was something he drank, but he threw up and it was pure red. Ugh. I mean, just like solid red.
Ugh.
That spot was in the grass for like fucking 3 weeks, dude. There's just a red patch in the grass on the side of my house. Every day I walk past it and just start laughing.
That's disgusting. It's so gross. Oh man,
it is hilarious.
Yeah. Oh god.
But, yeah, I don't know. How the fuck did we get all the way to that?
I honestly don't know.
How did we even get all the way to that?
I started talking about breweries.
Oh, we were talking about Milwaukee.
Yes.
And I said, you should have Lakefront Brewery. And you were talking about places to go. And
all I know is that it's just making me, like, that much hungrier. I'm just getting so hungry.
Yeah, I agree. I am also getting even hungrier.
It's all right, though.
Back to MLB.
Yeah.
Quick little side note.
Yeah, let's take a quick detour, guys. Don't worry.
I thought this was a pretty interesting fact. Christian Moore of the Angels.
Yeah.
First player in MLB history to do all of this in the same game. He hit the game-tying home run. He hit a walk-off home run with his team trailing. And he was accountable for all 3 of the Angels' runs in that game. No one's ever done that.
Dang.
Tied it up. Walked it off, scored all the team's runs. That's actually really cool to have
That's
under
insane.
Your belt. Yeah. The other thing I thought was interesting was that that Dodgers-Rockies game last night got rain delayed, but not until the Dodgers hit a pop fly to the infield and the second baseman literally lost. It was downpouring.
Oh yeah,
it was a torrential downpour.
I saw
and they're
that.
The Rockies coach right before that play too was like, call the game. Like, what are we doing? Delay the game right now.
Yeah.
And it was 0-0 still. And yeah, it was like top of the 6th inning, and the Dodgers, Max Muncy, I think it was, hits a pop fly, and the second baseman just loses it in the rain.
Yeah, you can see that going for it. He's like, what? He's like,
he just ducks,
yeah.
And the ball's like 10, 15 feet to his left. I mean, that just shows you how bad it was. And the Dodgers scored 2 runs. And then immediately as that play ended, then they delayed the game. I'm like, that's shitty, dude. But that's kind of on the Rockies as a staff for not like pushing to get the game fucking delayed before that.
I'd agree.
So that was kind of lame, but hey, it is what it is. That's what that's what happens when you have a shit organization. And I guess really NBA draft. You have any?
All I have to say is all I know is that Cooper Flagg was picked number 1, and that's honestly all expected. Shams Charania.
Shams
Charania was on a show today saying how Nico Harrison built an incredible big 3. And people are like, 2 are injured, and 1 hasn't played a single game.
Yeah, Kyrie did just sign a contract with them, though.
He did. He 3 years.
Yeah, 3. It's like 3 year, 110. I thought it was more than that, but I could be wrong. I'm not 100% on the details, but yeah, whatever. We'll see. We'll see how it pans out.
Yeah, I mean, it honestly just comes down to if Cooper Flag is that boy, and if AD and Kyrie can stay healthy.
Yeah.
That's honestly what it comes down to.
100%. That's going to be the biggest factor, is going to be those two staying healthy, which that's going to be tough because both of them are coming off of really bad injuries. So
both of them are kind of old in athlete years.
Yeah,
definitely. They're getting to like that unk status in athlete years.
Yeah.
Actually, I think AD's already there. Isn't he like 36?
I think so.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
I think Kyrie's not far behind.
Yeah, I would imagine Kyrie's probably about 34 at least.
So they are unk.
I seen this the Colin Murray Boyles. Sure. He got drafted by the Raptors, and his reaction was, fuck. That's literally, he just said fuck. He was pissed.
I mean, we've seen multiple players. We've seen players not be happy.
Now, in his defense, though, that kind of does suck because you have to move to another country.
Yeah.
And sorry, Canada, you're not as good as the United States.
No.
I'm not going to say you suck, but you're not as good as the United States.
It's true.
Sorry.
That is very
not
true.
Sorry. So that does suck for him to have to go do that. And then the taxes and shit up there. I mean, it's
a bad situation.
That stinks. But also, I mean, if I was offered if I was able to make even 10 million, if someone told me can go live in Canada for 5 to 6 years for $10 million, I'd be like, okay.
That is true.
Okay. Yes. I'm not going to make $10 million in the next 40 years at my fucking job that I'm at now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I absolutely will go do that.
Yeah.
So it's like, get over it.
It's valid.
You could deal with it. And then there was another guy, what's his name? Ace something?
Oh, yeah.
That literally, I guess, was like told his agent, and his agent was very clear to the Utah Jazz, like, do not draft him. He didn't even go fucking practice with him. Like, he didn't do any, like, whatever the fuck it's called. I can't remember. Like, and he didn't even meet with them beforehand because he literally would, like, refuse to go there. And the Utah Jazz took him at number 4.
Looks like you're going to the Jazz,
dude,
buddy.
He's standing there on the stage with, like, a Jazz hat on. He just looks so pissed. I'm like, just be grateful.
Go back to college. I mean, Eli did it. Eli's like, yeah, I'm just going to go back to college.
Yeah. No, did he?
He didn't end up going back to college,
he didn't,
but he did say that. He's like, I'm just going to go back to college. And then that was like
It did work out well, though.
The Drew Brees trade?
Phillip Rivers.
Phillip Rivers, correct. Yeah.
Yeah, that did work out well, though. I mean, you got a Super Bowl out of it. So.
It did. And obviously, we've seen that even now with the Bengals' first-round pick. He might be re-entering the draft. He might just be sitting out. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, Bengals, I get both sides. I understand him wanting more, whatever, but it's also like, dude, prove it. You're going to get a decent amount. You're still going to get millions because you're a first-round draft pick.
Mm-hmm.
Which also like the Bengals, like, dude, you guys, like, screwed yourselves.
Yeah, they did. I mean, this guy just doesn't want to be the guinea pig.
Yeah.
And in all fairness, yeah, I wouldn't either.
Yeah, it sucks, but.
I mean, it does. It sucks for him, but was it you that I was just talking to about that division? Were we talking about that last week?
So.
I don't think so, because we didn't really bring up the Rodgers thing or Rodgers at all. I don't remember, but
yeah, we finished recording the last episode, and I was like, damn it, I forgot to talk about Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I don't remember who I was talking with about this though, but we were talking about that division in particular, and I'm like, honestly, it's probably going to be the Steelers or Ravens that win it. I don't, because someone was saying like, well, they're not going to be. Man, I really wish I could remember, but they were like, people were saying, oh, Aaron Rodgers went to the Steelers, now they're automatically Super Bowl contenders. And they're like, I don't even think he'll win the division. And I was like, well, I could see the Super Bowl thing being a stretch. I mean, that's crazy to say about really anybody, but
yeah.
I'm like, but to win the division, I think it was Powers. I was talking with Powers about it. And I'm like, but to win that division, I'm like, honestly, you look at the Bengals, they sold everybody. They have no defense left over. They got a new defensive coordinator coming in. They haven't paid Trey Hendrickson yet, so that's like a black eye on everything going on. Then you got the shit with the rookie draft pick. I cannot remember his name for some reason.
And neither can I, and that's why I just said their first round pick.
Yeah. But they've got that situation going on, and it's like, okay, yeah, we've seen what they did with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins and just Joe Burrow last year, but also, barring any injuries, I mean, Joe Burrow has been hurt multiple years already. T. Higgins has been hurt multiple times already, so it's very possible they get hurt again. So if that happens, then they're kind of screwed. The Browns are the Browns. They're going to do what they do. I'm like, it's really kind of... It's like Ravens and Steelers, I think, are one of those two who's going to come out of that division.
I would agree.
And I think the Steelers have a completely fair shot at winning the division. I don't think that's really that far-fetched.
No,
I don't think they look fantastic. Like,
definitely on paper, I would say they have a pretty good chance. It just honestly, with anything, if Rodgers and the system work, and if, there's Rodgers removed, there's 21 other guys.
Yes.
If they all work. Like, if DK works well, and even people forget that, DK Metcalf is a Pittsburgh Steeler now. So, like, if he's their number one wide receiver. They have really no one else.
Yeah, Calvin Austin.
Yeah.
I mean...
You still have Pat Freiermuth. I mean, so that's
Freiermuth, got a great tight end.
Yeah.
Jalen Warren, I believe, has got to be their lead back now.
I believe so.
Because Najee's gone.
Yeah, I mean, hey, good riddance. That's really not that big of a loss for Steelers fans.
Yeah, not really. And then, I mean, obviously, but they still haven't paid T.J. Watt. I don't know how they haven't figured that out yet.
Yeah.
That seems crazy. I feel like that's like a thing that, like, as soon as that contract's up, you're like, got a new one.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I mean, because it's also, the negotiation factor of it is like, he wants $42 million a year, guys.
Yeah. Again, though, this is like I said, they're going to screw themselves. They're going to wait too long. Trey Hendrickson's going to get...
The market's going to get reset again.
I don't know if he'll get more than Myles Garrett, but it's still just a matter of, like, even if he does get close to it, TJ Watt's going to be like, I've outperformed Trey Hendrickson over the course of my entire career, and I'm the one who's in contention with Myles Garrett every single year, and I arguably
The only thing the Steelers can, like, pretty much get back at him would be, like...
Injury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you've only played this amount of games, these amount of years, whatever. But it's like, okay, well, I mean, yeah, but that's got to be... Honestly, personally, for me, it's a gamble you got to be willing to take because... When he's healthy, he's the best player on that field.
Yeah, it's funny. I think both teams might be waiting for the same thing.
Probably they're just like, who's going to pay? Who's going to put out the money first?
Well, it's either they're thinking who's going to pay. They're hoping that it's like the Bengals are probably banking on like we don't think the Steelers are going to give him $40 million. We hope they don't give him 40 because
they're praying they don't give him $40 million
because then they're going to have to give Trey right in there too. And I think the Steelers are also hoping that same thing, and then both teams are also hoping like, man, the Bengals are cheap fucks, dude. They'll figure out a way to get Trey down to like 34 mil, and that'll be perfect because then the Steelers could be like, all right, TJ will give you 36, and just save themselves an extra 3-4 mil.
Yep.
But I don't know what's gonna happen with that.
It's gonna be interesting for sure.
Yeah, it is. That was really all I had on sports. There was one other interesting thing that happened in the world. Did you see the Liver King got arrested?
Yeah.
For threatening to fucking beat up Joe Rogan?
He, like, pulled up in Austin and everything.
Yeah, like, literally what he did. Like, the video I seen of some of his shit
like on all fours, like...
I missed that. I didn't see that. I was looking for it. I couldn't find it. I just seen him, like, looking at the camera. He looks like he's out of his mind. One pupil's, like, this fucking big, and the other one's, like, a quarter. And he's like...
Yeah.
He's like, I just want to see you, Joe Rogan. I just want to fight you man to man. I just want to fight you and blah, blah, blah. And then there was like a video of them getting ready to like, I guess, go to try and find, and he's like, he has like a knife with him and they're like, leave the knife. He's like, leave the knife? Okay, I'll leave the knife. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, no, it's insane.
Dude's out of his fuck. He's lost his marbles completely. I mean,
I think the steroids might have cooked his brain a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, it was insane. Well, now he's in jail because Joe Rogan's like, yeah, my life feels threatened right now. Like, I'm actually like, concerned.
I don't think he gives a fuck. He's surrounded by Navy SEALs. I mean, every single, like, he's got all his bodyguards are all, like, ex-Navy SEALs, ex-military, like...
I did not know that.
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
I don't know much about Rogan other than that he's obviously the biggest podcaster in the world.
And, I mean, he's also a fucking...
The Fear Factor guy.
He's also, like, one of the most ridiculous Taekwondo practicers of all time. I mean, you ever watch his kicks?
No, I don't really watch
Really?
much Rogan content.
It's not like from now. It's I mean, he's done them like recently in recent years. Dude, that's like what a lot of people have like known him for. Is they're like, dude, his kicking videos are like legitimately. He has like the scariest fucking spinning back kick of all time. It's insane. There's a video of him like
I never knew that.
Oh, we'll watch him after we fucking log off of here because it's crazy. But yeah, I mean, he would absolutely beat the shit out of the Liver. I mean, he would murder the Liver King. It wouldn't even be close.
The Liver King's a bozo. I mean,
he is a
bozo.
Yeah, it's
honestly just like I get secondhand embarrassment off from that guy.
Yeah, it's amazing how many people bought into the I just eat primal foods. If you just eat raw bull testicle, you'll be jacked like me. It's like as soon as you see it, it's like this guy's on steroids.
Yeah.
That's 100% steroids.
And then he came out and he's like, I'm on steroids.
He tried the Rafael. He went up the Rafael Palmeiro alley where he was like, I did not take steroids. And then it's like, oh, comes out that he takes steroids. He's like, I'm sorry, I lied. I take steroids. Yeah. No shit, retard. We know that. Yeah. I almost said it.
No, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy. That dude has lost his mind.
Yeah, well, good riddance to the Liver King. See you, chump.
I messed up the opportunity to hit a great joke though. That I don't know, maybe it would have went over your head, but I was gonna say the lead singer of AC/DC got arrested for attempting to murder Joe Rogan, but because the Liver King's real name's Brian Johnson. Oh, lead singer for AC/DC, but I guess that wouldn't have landed anyway.
I actually just seen a post earlier too that said that people are calling for AC/DC to retire.
I don't disagree.
I mean, seeing them perform, people are like, "This is abysmal."
I think just seeing Angus Young wearing a skirt still at 70-something years old is reason enough for them to be like, "All right, call it quits, dude."
Yeah, hang it up.
Please,
hang it up, please.
Stop dressing like a schoolgirl.
But yeah, guys.
How funny is that? How funny is that when you think about it? He kind of made it back. He like made it back to phase one. Like he grew up in an era. He like went through all four phases of like he grew up in an era where it was super taboo to like wear a fucking kilt as a grown man, especially if you're not from Ireland. Or no, Scotland. Sorry, Scotland. If you're not like Scott, it's like this guy wears a kilt on stage. So he started off in an era of that, and then he just started doing it, and it was like past the 60s and 70s where people were like, yeah, flower power, it's all about wearing what you want, this and that.
Yeah.
And then no one gave a shit. And then you go like through the 80s and everything, and like the general consensus was like, that's gay. Guys can't wear stuff like that. And then now we're back to like,
yeah,
who knows how he identifies.
Yeah.
Like, he's gone repeatedly through both phases. It's pretty funny.
No, yeah, I'd agree. That is pretty funny, actually. But, all right, guys. I think that's it for this one. We'll see you guys on the next one. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. We've got a few people commenting. We had 2 comments in the last episode, so that was pretty cool.
What?
Yeah.
I just checked it earlier, too. I literally just checked it earlier. I was like, oh, I wonder if anyone's commented, since I keep forgetting to look, and it still said no comments.
On YouTube.
Oh, on YouTube.
Yeah.
But that could be why. I was checking the Spotify comments because I forgot about those ones.
But, as always, guys, thank you for listening, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thanks.